So, Brett, what are some of the most common mistakes that homeowners make when they're choosing a roofing contractor?
You know what? That's a great question. There's the home improvement contractor industry is one that has doesn't honestly have a great reputation, and that is because there are certain. I shouldn't say the homeowner doesn't make mistakes. It's just that maybe they don't know to ask all the right questions. I would tell you some of the biggest things are. That people have challenges with are comparing warranties, manufacturer certifications, financing, in the case of roofing, roof inspections and that sort of thing. Some of the most common mistakes are just assuming that everyone that says they're a roofer is a roofer. For example, master roofers, this is all we do. We do roofing, we do skylights. That's it. We won't build you a deck. We won't replace your windows. We're not going to, reside your home for you. We are roofers. I think if you look at a lot of other people out there, a lot of other folks, they are what you would kind of refer to as just general contractors. And they're putting down flooring today, and they may be residing a house tomorrow, and they needed another job because they had an open spot and they're building a deck the week after that. And then they're telling you that they're qualified to put your roof on your house after that. And I would tell you that it's very hard to be a jack of all trades and a master of them at the same time. So again, at Master Roofers, we do one thing, and we want to do it the very best that anyone could ever hope for, and that's roofing, residential, commercial, and skylights, of course.
Right. So, asking your contractor, "Hey, do you specialize in roofing? Is that all you do, or do you do 10 other things also?" That's a good question to ask.
Yeah, that is one of the very best questions to ask. And I would also ask anyone who's seeking a roofing contractor for we gladly provide certificates of insurance and prove that we're standing that we're in good standing there. I would tell you with any contractor, you should be asking about their insurance and asking for proof of it. Don't just let someone tell you that, oh yeah, I'm fully insured. I hope they are. There's a lot of folks that aren't. This is your home. If that person does not have proper insurance, and someone that he hired for the day is up on your roof and falls off, unfortunately, if that contractor doesn't have proper insurance, that now becomes your problem as the homeowner.
So, how do you figure that out? Like, what are you looking for something in particular with the insurance? You're just looking to get proof, like you said, that they are insured. Does it have to be from a particular insurance company or anything like that?
You just want to get what's called you just want to get a valid, up to date, properly dated certificate of insurance. And if you say, "Hey, provide me with your COI, certificate of insurance," any reputable company within 24 hours, probably sooner, will be able to email that over to you, and it'll show that they have proper liability insurance, workers' comp insurance, all that stuff, and their limitations and that sort of thing. If they can't produce that, there's probably a reason. So it just kind of proves that they're doing that, because you shouldn't have to pay someone and then take on the liability of what if someone gets injured on this, or what if they do damage to your home. Okay, so you hire a non-licensed contractor or someone that doesn't have proper insurance, and they get halfway through a job and now they've screwed up your home and they go away. Your insurance company isn't really interested in fixing that, because this isn't an act of God or something. This is, you hired an uncertified contractor. Wow, it looks like you got a problem, John. That's what it is. So you don't want to put yourself in that. I would also tell you that manufacturer certifications are key. Manufacturers want to maintain their good name as well. So you should have someone present you with a valid, they all produce certificates that show a company is certified and to what level. And those are dated certificates, good from date X to date Y. So you would want to say, hey, you know what? Can you show me your manufacturer certification? In the case of Master Roofers, we have several certifications. The one that we are most, I guess I would say most proud of, is our GAF Master Elite Roofing Contractor certification, because those are only awarded to less than 2% of roofing contractors in North America. And that's GAF saying that they we've received sufficient training to qualify. And by the way, that's their top level. We've received sufficient training, and we've also demonstrated to them that we follow their assembly systems, that we're a quality company. It's not just about do you put on a good roof, it's about customer satisfaction and other things. So we put the roof on the way they want it to. They've come and inspected it. We've trained our people, and we continue to train them, and that's a separator. So what I would tell you is that any company worth its salt should be able to provide you with that manufacturer certification, showing that that's current, showing that hey, they are in great standing with that manufacturer.
Right. You mentioned licensing as well. Do you just need to have be a licensed contractor, or is there like a specific roofing license that you can get, or anything like that?
That's a little different in different spaces. So as we serve we serve New Hampshire, southern Maine, and then we serve the North Shore of Massachusetts. A little different requirement in each space, to be honest with you. In New Hampshire, there's really not a requirement as a contractor or roofer unless you get into larger commercial items. But for a standard homeowner, and that's part of the challenge with the industry is that, hey, you own a truck and a hammer, you can be a roofer, right? Suddenly I'm a roofer, right? And that sort of thing. So in New Hampshire, there aren't many restrictions or barriers to entry letting someone calling themselves a roofer. And that sort of thing. So hence why you want to rely on those manufacturer certifications and stuff like that. In Massachusetts, absolutely, there's some limitations around. You should always be working with a licensed home improvement contractor, and they should also have. They typically have someone on their staff that is a licensed contractor as well. So there's different levels in Massachusetts for that, but the business itself should be a home improvement contractor licensed with the state, and then to be doing roofing, there's a couple different licensure levels that someone in the company must have as well. Maine is a little more like New Hampshire, that it's not as heavily regulated. But again, you want to be working with someone that is a solid business entity, a licensed contractor in that state. So.
Is it worth, if you're say in New Hampshire, is it worth you checking with your contractor to see if they are licensed, say in Massachusetts, knowing that it's the barrier to entry is is a little higher there, and if they're licensed in Massachusetts, then that probably means that they're.
I would tell you, I would tell you, it doesn't hurt. There are going to be some people who don't serve that area. Doesn't mean that they're not a good contractor. Doesn't mean they are a good contractor. But certainly, I would tell you, someone that meets the requirements of Massachusetts, that's probably a green flag that they are at least a little more solid business entity. Than again in New Hampshire, we don't have very many barriers to entry at all. Someone sticks a magnetic sign on the side of their truck and says they're a roofer. I guess they're a roofer. So.
What about warranties and guarantees? If you're kind of choosing between one contractor and another, should you be looking at those warranties and guarantees, and how do you tell the difference between them?
1,000,000%. That is probably one of the biggest separators out there. So again, the people who are going to be able to offer you good, solid warranties are going to have to be manufacturer certified. So that's part of the reason that you want that see a copy of that certification. Anyone can walk into your home and tell you they're going to do a great roof and that they're going to give you a 30-year warranty. Do they even have the authority to do that? Are they certified by the manufacturer to be able to even do that? So at Master Roofers, we provide a 10-year workmanship warranty on all of our products. Okay, so that's just our standard, having been here since 1942. So 82 years in business. Anyone who does work with us is going to get that 10-year warranty coming straight out of the gate. And then we can provide, again, I'll focus on GAF, although we work with all manufacturers. With GAF, because of our status as a Master Elite contractor, we can offer warranties on certain systems of up to 50 years. And we provide that to you in writing. You get a copy of the warranty once our work is completed, and that warranty is registered with GAF. So don't just take someone's word for it. Make them show you that they are eligible to provide you that warranty. And once the work is done, make sure you get a copy of that warranty. Unfortunately, we've met some folks who, someone promised them a 30-year warranty, and now they're not answering the phone, and then they reach out to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer doesn't know anything about it. And so suddenly now the contractor's gone. There was never an actual warranty registered. Customer has no real recourse at that point, because the manufacturer, had it been registered, would be happy to stand behind it. But it turns out the contractor, they just headed down to Home Depot, threw some shingles on the truck, put them on, and now they're gone, and that was it. So you want to avoid that, obviously.